Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. We are looking at the unsung heroes and heroine that give Aba, the commercial nerve center of Southeast, uninterrupted power supply. And we're going to look at those who sabotage this effort for 20 years. Something that would have been beneficial for the people of Enyimba City and the Abia State. Years ago, some Nigerians, and sadly, many of them from Southeast, stood in the way of Aba getting uninterrupted power supply because of their own personal interests. So we're going to look at the heroines, the heroine and the heroes of Aba having uninterrupted power supply for the industrial revolution of not just Southeast, but indeed Nigeria. Because as we all know, Aba is the Japan of Africa. So let us look at those who made it possible for Aba to have uninterrupted power supply for the rejuvenation of the industrial sector of that commercial city. Now, you may have seen Vice President Kashim Shettima in Southeast, including Aba, where he flagged up what they call Light Up Nigeria, in which he commissioned the $800 million geometric power plant in Aba. But there are stories behind the story. There are stories behind the story. Those who were behind it, those who made it, who conceived the idea. And you and I know that everything in this life starts from the mind. All the things you see in this life, nothing that is you are seeing right now that was not first developed in the mind of somebody. So in this report, we're going to look at those who foresaw the need for Aba to have uninterrupted power supply and give them their due credit. Now, these people, I call them the heroes, and there is a heroine among them that made this a reality. It was the former Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, who is now the Director General of World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who was instrumental in the Aba power plant that everybody is celebrating today. Okonjo-Iweala, as the Minister of Finance, brought into the country the President of the World Bank at the time, who is now late, James Wolferson. It was Okonjo-Iweala that took Wolferson to Aba, say, World Bank President, I want to take you to a city in the Southeast for you to go and see what people are doing with technology, what people are doing with productivity, what people are doing with their hands, in garments, in shoes, in what have you. He took Wolferson to Aba And Wolfenstein was marveled by what he saw in Aba. He saw the kind of productivity that is of unprecedented proportion. Yet there was no light. People were using generator everywhere. Small generator, big generator, but everywhere there was productivity. So the World Bank president and Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala begin to imagine what will happen if Aba could get uninterrupted power supply. That was how they draw Professor Barton Nudge, who is the chairman of the Geometric Power Group. I told him that he has to do something. He has to set up a power plant in Aba so that power will be available for manufacturers, both the small and medium scale manufacturers in Aba. And that was way back in 2004. That was way back in 2004. So that idea stuck with Professor Barton Nudge, who was a former minister of power. And they began to work on it, and Barton Nudge began to work on it and began to see how to be able to generate 50 megawatts power plant, how to be able to build 50 megawatt power plant in Aba. You can see people that were responsible for what we are celebrating right now. Now, another important thing is that Dr. Elesoti, who is now the governor of Abia State, played a role too. He is among the heroes. At that time, OT had left First Bank and moved to Diamond Bank, that was an emerging bank at the time. And Diamond Bank was among the consortium of banks, of financial institutions in Nigeria, that gave a loan of $500 million. $500 million to Geometric to build the power plant. And Geometric really suffered, because when the saboteurs tried to stop him from going ahead with it, there was so much sabotage against him. He was made to be paid. In fact, there was a report that at a point, Barton Nudge was paying about $3 million monthly on interest on the loan, on the $500 million loan from Diamond Bank and others. But he persevered. And today, that is a reality. So, you have to put the governor of Abia State today, Elesoti, among the heroes of the Geometric Power Plant. That's a reality today. Now, who are those who delayed this Geometric Power Plant from taking off? That it took it 20 years to become a reality today. Who are those who put roadblock along the way? One of them is Namadi Sambo. He was the chairman of the privatization committee. He was the vice president when Goodluck Jonathan was president. Now, he had special interest because he had a friend who is interested in power supply in Southeast. It was alleged that Emekofor was his friend, and Emekofor has his own power company that he was promoting, he wanted to promote, and Geometric was seen as a stumbling block. So the closeness, the alleged closeness of Emekofor and Vice President Namadi Sambo helped in delaying the full takeoff of Geometric power plant in Aba. Emekofor was so powerful that he had also influence on Anyim Pius Anyim, who was the secretary to the federal government. And according to the business day report, Anyim Pius Anyim was in the pocket. According to what the way they described it, they say it was in the pocket of Emekofor. And a lot of people that were working in the Bureau for Public Enterprise, who were all of them worked together with Namadi Sambo and everything to delay the process. Something that would have been of benefit to people of Abia State years ago. And you can imagine what it would have done to the economy of Abia State and Southeast if this 24 hours power generation was possible. Because even the World Bank president at this time was imagining what would happen to Aba if he could have 24 hours power supply. Because already by the year 2000, the turnover of shoes and garments produced in Aba is over $200 million annually, was being generated just from shoes and garments in Aba. And these were generated without 24 hours power supply. You can imagine what will happen when you have a 24 hours power supply. So these people were able to use all kinds of roadblocks to ensure that Geometrics didn't take off. So those people were the people we can look at today and look at them and say they were the people that delayed Geometrics from taking off, and they were the people that stalled industrialization and development, not just in Abia State, not just in Aba, in the whole of Southeast and indeed Nigeria. Because if Aba, that is the Japan of Nigeria, the Japan of Africa, was able to take off, its impact will be felt nationwide and continentally. Already the impact of Aba in terms of shoes, garments and what have you, without constant power supply, is being felt all over the world. Where Aba shoes are competing with Italian and Spanish shoes. Aba suits are competing with the Italian and Spanish suits and English suits. Among those that were mentioned that were part of the bureaucracy to stall Geometrics from taking off, beside Anyim Pius Anyim, who was the secretary to the federal government at the time, include Benjamin Diki, the DG of BPE, Bureau for Public Enterprises, and Mohammed Bello Adoke, who was the Attorney General of the Federation at the time. They were all among those who bring a lot of legality and all kinds of bottleneck to stall the full takeoff the geometric power plant in Aba that everybody is now happy about because it has become a reality. But let us not forget those who made it possible and those who tried to stop it. And we have to give credit to Professor Bartonage for his tenacity, for his indomitable spirit. He had the indomitable spirit of the Enyimba city, which eventually prevailed. Today, the geometric power plant in Aba is described as the biggest investment in Southeast. And this geometric power plant, in the process of building it, they spent over $800 million. And they built a 27-kilometer natural gas pipeline to ensure that the power plant has enough gas at all the time to be able to do what it had to do for the people of Aba, Southeastern Nigeria. They built a pipeline, gas pipeline, taking pipe from Awaza in Okwa West, local government area in Abia State, to Osisioma Industrial Layout in Aba. Can imagine 27 kilometers of gas pipeline. That costs a lot of money. And that power plant is believed to be Southeast is marginalized. We don't have to say, we cannot stop saying it. But this power plant is the biggest investment in the Southeast right now. Thanks to Bartonage, thanks to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, thanks to late Wafasu, the late World Bank president, because World Bank money was inside it too. So we have to give credit to who credit is due. We have to give credit to Dr. Lesoti, who his bank was instrumental in financing it, and today he's the governor of the state, which is a big honor for him that this was completed when he was governor. Of course, this ought to have been, if there were no sabotage, no bottleneck, it ought to have been completed years ago. But now it took almost 20 years for its completion, something that could have been completed long ago. So we have to give kudos to those who made it a reality, and give thumb down to those who tried to stop it. Those who, in pursuit of personal interest, put bottlenecks, put roadblocks to stop geometrics from being what it is today. And there are other people that fought the battle with Bartonage. I will never forget Chief Chekwasi Okorie, the founding national chairman of the All Progressive Congress. Several times he had given me some media things to do for him in terms of expressing his anger about the sabotage that people were doing against Bartonage and geometrics. This is a victory for Chekwasi Okorie too, because I know the role he played talking to the media, talking about what geometrics means for Southeast, talking about those who are did everything to take it away from Baton Rouge. Today, it's a sweet victory. And one of the things I will do after this video is to call Chief Chekwa Sokore, the founding national chairman of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, to congratulate him for the battle he fought to make geometric power plant Aba the reality that it is today. We cannot finish this video without acknowledging the role of the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi, in the success of geometric power plant in Aba. Peter Obi, as chairman of one of the biggest banks in Nigeria, helped in ensuring the financing of the geometric power plant in Aba. When he became governor of Anambra State and eventually emerged the Southeast Governors Forum chairman, Baton Rouge, the chairman of geometric power plants, acknowledged at the inauguration of the power plant that Peter Obi was constantly checking on the progress of the power plants. And Baton Rouge acknowledged that throughout the turbulent years, the over 20 years turbulent period of the power plant, Peter Obi had stood by geometric power plant initiators like the Rock of Gibraltar. That shows that Peter Obi is among the unsung heroes of geometric power plants that everyone is now celebrating. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.